All right, breaking news. Trump is calling for the nuclear option. As we head into month 2 of the government shutdown, he is asking for Republicans to go nuclear and to terminate the filibuster entirely, which would mean the only guardrail that stops one-party rule in the Senate would be gone. Republicans would have free reign to pass, voting suppression acts nationwide, or pass abortion bans federally. Whatever they want to do, they can enact, because the Senate would then be wrapped around Trump's finger, no guardrail. The filibuster exists to protect the minority party, in this case, the Democrats, to give them any sort of power within Congress if they don't have the majority of the seats. In this case, Donald Trump is calling for the Republicans to just go nuclear, to terminate it, which would be unprecedented. And his justification is that apparently he thinks Democrats will do it, even though most Democrats in power, no Democrats in power right now, are really calling for that. Biden swore it off during his term. Let me just point out very, very quickly that Donald Trump has been leveraging this government shutdown to the fullest extent. First of all, he's subverting Congress and starting multiple wars right now. I'm not even exaggerating. We have certain military accounts saying, quote, as military action against Venezuela looms, the U.S. just closed a swath of airspace off the coast of Puerto Rico, designating it National Defense Airspace. The closure is adjacent to an airport home to significant deployment of forces. At the same time, we have some carriers mobilizing near Venezuela. It is heating up. We then learned today from Trump himself that he is threatening to withhold $1 billion in aid, and also threatening military action within Nigeria's borders if the government doesn't put a stop to extremist attacks. The president singles out Christians, but the evidence and data shows both Christians and Muslims are being murdered. He said, if the Nigerian government continues to allow the killing of Christians, the USA will immediately stop all aid and very well may go into that now disgraced country, guns ablazing, to completely wipe out the Islamic terrorists. Dude, he then calls it the Department of War. This is a warmongering, hawkish president. And now he is calling for the termination of the filibuster. Before we read the tweet that just came out a few hours ago, let's go back to 2017. When Trump was president the first time, he tried to do the same thing as leverage. In 2017 he said, quote, if Senate Republicans don't get rid of the filibuster and go to a 51% majority, few bills will be passed. 8 Dems control the Senate. Not true. If you can't get 8 Dems on board, you are shit at your job. Biden, over and over and over, passed legislation, kept the government open, passed CRs, and it's because of one simple trick called compromise. The one simple trick that you learn in literally 5th grade. 5th grade Government 101. Donald Trump then said in 2017, don't give up, Republican senators. The world is watching. Repeal and replace. Go to 51 votes. Nuke option, he said. He then said, if the Senate Democrats ever got the chance, they would switch to a 51 majority vote in first minute. Guess what? Democrats didn't. Biden swore off it. He then said they are laughing at ours. Trump then said, Republicans in the Senate will never win if they don't go to a 51 vote majority now. This only proves our theory, the theory at Mockler Media that Micah and I have been crafting and using on stage, that Donald Trump does not want the opposition party to exist. He acts as if he does not want the Democratic Party to exist. He calls us gnats that need to be taken care of. He says we are the enemy from within. We are vile vermin, the Gestapo. He calls us fascists. Donald Trump, at the same time, has attacked Act Blue, our fundraising mechanism, has attacked universities, law firms, judges, all that he calls democratic. Now, in October of 2025, Donald Trump said a few days ago, quote, because of the fact that the Democrats have gone stone cold crazy, the choice is clear. Initiate the nuclear option, get rid of the filibuster, and make America great again. By make America great again, he probably means get rid of the filibuster and pass massive voting rights suppression acts, pass legislation that lets us mobilize the military into any blue area that we could possibly want to intimidate people. He probably means banning abortion, enacting Project 2025. He wants total control. He does not want the Democratic Party to exist. Let's read this tweet that he just sent out today. But as always, please make sure you drop a like. Double check to make sure you're subscribed to the Adam Mockler feed. We are growing faster than MAGA media. We are growing faster than MAGA media right now, right-wing media, and that's because of you all, so make sure you subscribe. Trump posted today, recording on November 1st. He said, remember, Republicans. Regardless of the Schumer shutdown, the Democrats will terminate the filibuster the first chance they get. They will pack the Supreme Court, pick up 2 states, and add at least 8 electoral votes. Dude, he said this 8 years ago. He says they will pack the Supreme Court, pick up 2 states, add at least 8 electoral votes. Their 2 objectors are gone. Don't be weak and stupid. Fight, fight, fight. Win, win, win. We will immediately end the extortionist shutdown. Bro, you're in power. Get all of our agenda passed and make life so good for Americans that these deranged Democrat politicians will never again have the chance to destroy America. Republicans, you will rue the day that you didn't terminate the filibuster. Be tough, be smart, and win. This is much bigger than the shutdown. This is the survival of our country. When Donald Trump talks about getting rid of the filibuster, he wants total control. This will destroy democracy. I just want to take a step back. This is not the language. In this tweet, this is not the language of a policymaker or somebody who is trying to help Americans. This is the language of somebody who thinks he is at war with the other party. When he says, fight, 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 don't be weak and stupid, win, 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 end the extortionist shutdown, he is calling for the nuclear option. What he's really saying, every time he calls for the quote-unquote termination of the filibuster, he's saying that he wants to break the entire system. He wants one party, totalitarian control. If he can convince his followers that the entire system is illegitimate, he can convince them that he needs to destroy it. I immediately made and posted this meme on my social medias. Don't make me tap the sign. The Simpsons meme. Don't make me tap the sign. Trump doesn't want the opposition party to exist. Over and over and over, he proves that. And you know what I find funny? There's a common theme between his 2017 posts and his 2025 posts. 8 years later, and he's still distorting reality, inversing reality, flipping it on its head, saying that Democrats are the ones who will destroy the filibuster, destroy democracy, terminate all of the rules and everything. Yet he's the one who has called for this twice. He is the one who twice now has tried to terminate the filibuster. He says Democrats steal elections. He's the one who legitimately tried to steal the election 5 years ago, almost exactly. Even before the election happened, he was trying to steal it. He says that Democrats are the ones who hate the country. He's the one that hates all of the foundational principles. He proves that every single time he tries to shit on the Constitution. He said that all of the rules, laws, and regulations in the Constitution need to be terminated because he had lost the election. He was pissed and wanted to rehold the election for some reason. So right now, we need to call this shit out. He is trying to start wars across the globe. He is trying to subvert Congress, telling lies as always, and we are the last beacon. We are the variable they did not account for. They thought that they could attack Jimmy Kimmel, the media, universities, law firms, all of the institutions, but now we are here pulling hundreds of millions of views every single month because of you all. So subscribe. I love you all. Peace out.